Tristan Law Show. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Tristan Law, semi-retired pro wrestler, and today, I'm your host. Saturday night's main event isn't special anymore. Newsflash. And that's exactly why it works. Saturday night main event is no longer that nostalgia show that we expected. No more bow ties from the refs, no more throwbacks, no more legends in the front row. Back then, when WWE protected moments because they didn't have weekly live TV, now there's too much content to do all that. So Saturday night's main event has become a pressure cooker, WWE's way of forcing collisions. And last night wasn't about reminding us the Royal Rumble is coming. It was WWE saying, you don't get to arrive clean anymore. I am not alone today. I got the trio. Wait, wrong button. I got the trio. I got Jess, the Yapton, and I got Tyrell, our little bro from the Nosebleed Show. What's going on, guys? Glad to have you. I missed all of y'all.
Yes, I've missed you too, Tristan. Hey, family. It is just the Yapton, and welcome to the Yapton's Chair. Oh, Saturday, y'all. Saturday. Oh, are y'all snowed in like me?
I'm snowed in like a mug. I shaved. I shoveled this morning, and there is still more snow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm stuck. It's to my ankles, and my door, it will not open. So, yeah.
Well,
I'm just going to have to let that just melt.
Luckily, we have each other. Jess, let me ask you this. As a fan, you're not a historian about wrestling. You are a bona fide fan, and that's why I think that this dynamic works so well. Does Saturday night's main event even feel special to you anymore, or does it just feel like a premium episode of Raw or SmackDown?
A bit, yeah. I have to agree to that because I'm just like a lot of them matches. I get why you do it for like a Saturday night main event because why we are a week away. Well, we're a week away from the Royal Rumble, which leads to WrestleMania. So of course, this particular Saturday night main event is a little bit special because we got to see the four-way. We got to see tag matches and small returns and things of that nature. But on the flip side, I do understand why people is like, yo, we could have got this on SmackDown next week, or we could have got this on Raw on Monday. Yeah. And then and lastly, I feel like they did this. Why? Because they know the Winter Olympics is next month.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like they want to get all the, like, anything that's PLE related as far as Peacock. I feel like they should probably go ahead and just get that out the way now. So that way, when they shift over to sci-fi, if y'all didn't know that, I'm about to say, for those who don't know and y'all watch SmackDown on TV, it will not be on it will not be on USA. It will not be on USA. It will be on Sci-Fi Channel due to the Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics, y'all, it's going to be crazy. Winter Olympics in Italy.
Well, I will be in Italy as well, too. And I'll be watching on Netflix. Tyrell, from the nosebleeds, give us your perspective. Does Saturday night's main event still feel like appointment viewing, or is it just a whole other chapter?
Remember what I sent you last night when you asked me was I going to be good for the show? I was like, wait, Saturday night main event is happening tonight? That's kind of how I feel, man. It's just like, hey, like, I swear we just dealt with this a month ago.
Right.
It was a month ago. But overall, it's just, it's a souped up Raw, it's a souped up SmackDown. I rid of the iconic Saturday night's main event theme song to that little B-roll, non-copyright, whatever. I don't even know what he's saying in that song, rap song. It's a bunch of mumble jumble, so it's just like, and the funny part is, I just got done watching it. Like, I ate my Philly cheesesteak sliders, and then I decided to watch Dexter, and I was like, I'll watch it tomorrow morning.
A true millennial. Dexter's. Wait, which Dexter? You talk about Dexter, the actual series, or Dexter?
The actual series, and I also love Dexter's Laboratory. So, yeah.
I mean, I got it because, to be honest with y'all, I almost forgot myself. If I didn't watch SmackDown and them talking about it, I was like, oh, shit. You know, I was like, oh, dang, we got a PLE this weekend? Dang, man. I thought we was in the clear.
I think it's too close to the Royal Rumble too. So it's like, that's why I also forgot, because I'm like, the Royal Rumble is next week. I'm more prepared for that. I've been worried about this snowstorm that's affecting the entire nation.
Tell me about
it's too much. I got my kids, you know what I'm saying? I got too much going on to be worried about Saturday's main event at the time.
Right. And then, if anybody peeped, Stephanie actually brought it up. I mean, first of all, they was already in Montreal, which was what I saw. They said it was 0 degrees or negative like 7. And
they said it was cold out there. They said it was cold. I don't care what they say it is cold. Negative what. Once it gets out of like the 40s, to me, it's just cold.
It's just cold. I feel that. But that, and I think what Stephanie said, Big E or somebody that was supposed to be on the desk with her was stuck in Detroit.
Yes, her co-host.
Tessitory.
Thank you.
I got you. Yeah, so it was pretty bad. So hopefully them wrestlers after tonight will get home safely, or at least, chill out in Canada for at least a couple of more days until things die down. Cause I'm like, look, there ain't no way to Florida unless y'all about to go over to Connecticut for a little while.
It's even worse over there. Don't even go. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, but don't worry about that.
This episode here, we're going to be talking about Saturday night's main event in full. You're going to get 3 perspectives today. You're going to get one from Jess the Apton, just a fan, not a historian. You can't ask her, tell me about Stone Cold Steve Austin's greatest match from 1998, because that's not where she lies. But if you want to know the pulse of how it feels right now from not only a fan, but from a black woman who people say that she is, we're never going to go there on the internet, you're going to get it from her. And then you also have, to my other side, you got our brother, Tyrell from the Nosebleed Show. He's going to give you his perspective. He's a authentic sports fan. He loves sports. And unlike me, I'm the semi-retired pro wrestler, and I just watch real sports like wrestling. That's all I watch. So this is not going to be a lecture. This is all of us working together in tandem, trying to figure out, why Saturday night's main event worked, why it didn't work. But let's talk about the moment that told us exactly what kind of show this was. I'm talking about Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. And you know what? We even got a little bit of Drew McIntyre as well, too. You see, this wasn't a match. This was 3 different mental states colliding. Cody Rhodes, he's spiraling. When he has the title, he's focused. When he loses it, he gets emotional. He's reactive. Cody, he calls himself the quarterback of the WWE, but the quarterback needs the ball. And his ball, Tyrell might like this, his ball is the undisputed championship. When Cody loses the title, he loses a piece of himself. Jacob Fatu's no Roman Reigns. He's not Solo Sikoa. He is not calculated dominance. Jacob Fatu, he is uncontrolled danger. He has I don't give a frig energy. Cody underestimating this Samoan because Jacob Fatu isn't here to build an empire. He's here to wreck one. And then there's Drew McIntyre, the smartest man in the room. I'm going to go ahead and give him a hand clap because he didn't rush. He waited. He let chaos exhaust itself, and then he ended both men. That platform spot where he threw them both off and put one through and left one line, it wasn't about hierarchy. This was chaos for Cody and Jacob, but it was calculated for Drew. So now, here's what we talk about now. I laid my cards on the table, Jess and Tyrell. What did you see when this whole entire match broke down? Who wants to go first?
Y'all want me to go first?
Ladies first, always.
Look, I knew it was about to get kicked off because anybody hear a ring? Anybody hear the bell? That all? No? So I was like, oh, it's about to get nasty out here. I said, man, I knew when Jacob came out, I was like, you could see the man got brand new teeth. He done got his locks retwisted. He done been in the gym. I'm like, oh man, the werewolf, bro. He's back and he is ready. He's hungry. He's ready to come for everybody. I went from EBT to WWE. Probably that was the biggest bar of 2026.
Wait, he said that? He went from EBT to WWE?
Yeah, he said that. What did he say?
He said that. Yeah, he said walk into the ring. No, walk into the ring. Saturday's main event. He said, he was like, Cody, I'm coming for you. I went from EBT to WWE. I was like, that's a bar.
Oh, I was like,
because anybody that know his struggle, they know that's real and authentic. Like he did struggle. He went through his lumps as a man, like away from the wrestling ring, and now he's carved out a nice life for himself and for his family. And it's just That line, yeah, I kind of got juiced up when he said that. I was like, okay, I'm ready for this match now.
Yeah, and Friday he was like, what did he say? I almost got fired before I got hired. I was like, whoa. Wow.
That's true.
That's crazy. So I'm like, yeah, you deserve every bit of storyline that's about to come his way, and it's going to be a very good one. Well, I hope so. As it's been told that, you know, I have crazy takes on the Miz. Yeah.
We've got Fernando in the room. Fernando says, good afternoon, Tristan and Jess. You also got Tyrell here as well, too. You got Heel Vega. Heel Vega is dropping his bars in there. So we're going to get to him in a moment. But Tyrell, some question for you. You know, what did you see when this whole entire thing broke down in the ring or in the arena?
First thing I saw was that, okay, they're setting this up for a triple threat match. I don't know when. I highly doubt it's going to be at Mania. But they're definitely setting up a triple threat match between these three men.
I agree.
I think I've said it on this show before. I might have said it to you, Tristan, in private, but I'm not the biggest fan of triple threats because a lot of times there's no reason for a triple threat, or, you know, there's one guy laying down or one female laying down with the other two, and they're just waiting for their spots. That's why, like, I'm particular about my matches in general. I'm very, very strict on it, and triple threat matches make it worse. So when I see a great triple threat match being set up, where it makes sense why all three of these guys need to wrestle in the ring together at the same time, now I'm invested. I'm invested in this because these two guys went out. I mean, he didn't even wait for him to get in the ring. Cody did the whoa, and Fatu was right there ready to beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Once I saw the ref bump, I knew this wasn't going to be a match, and everybody started running out. I like the fact that they fought against the arena. They fought against the security. I like the fact that Fatu and Cody worked together to knock the one security guy that was trying to split them apart just for them to keep fighting each other. A lot of people have been missing, you know, arena brawls, you know, like where it's at the concession stand, at the merchandise stand. A lot of people have been wanting to see that, you know, things that go outside of the arena, outside the, you know, like the square circle. And we got to see that in this, and it was very entertaining. It wasn't bullshit. It wasn't phony or fake. These guys are really throwing punches. These guys are really going at it with each other. You know, a lot of times you see people fighting the crowd, they just go, I'm going to punch you, and I'm going to walk back 10 steps, and I'm going to follow you, and then I'm going to throw another punch. And it wasn't like that at all. It was non-continuous action, non-continuous chaos, because you had the security, you had the producers trying to split them apart and couldn't split them apart. And for Drew to come out, I'm not going to lie, I kind of wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. It kind of caught me off guard when Drew came out, because I'm like,
me too.
For a brief moment, I forgot about Drew. And that's kind of like, I'm not saying that in a bad way, you know, because Drew is the champion, but just in a sense of we got that interpersonal rivalry between Cody and Fatu, and all this chaos is going on. So when Drew came out, I was like, oh, let's go. That adds another layer. And once Drew came out, I was like, triple threat match instantly. And they better not put it on the SmackDown.
So when you...
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. I'm not saying, because you already...
match that we don't need TV timeouts for. We need a PLE triple threat match with these guys.
I like that idea, but okay, I like that idea. Now, just to piggyback off of what you were saying, Terrell, I truly do like when the wrestlers interact with the fans in that way. You know what I'm saying? It really gets them engaged. It really gets the blood pumping and the adrenaline going. Like, I think during this same match, I saw a little kid. I saw a little kid crawling like in between people just to get close enough to see what's going on. I was just like, that is so cute and all. But then there was the ones that were like, oh, you know, it was just there, had their phones right there and recording. I'm like, see, that's the type of audience I don't like. I want the audience that's cheering, like, hey, Cody, get up. Hey, Jacob, hit him. Do something. You know, just around and around and around we go, you know? But I would definitely have to say that was one of my favorite parts. I did not expect it to start the show. I didn't. I thought, honestly, I thought AJ and Shin was going to be our first match of the night last night.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of with the idea that AJ is about to retire. Allegedly, not allegedly, who knows?
Right.
I feel like that's a pretty nice buildup. And that was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good match, long 30 minutes, nonstop, no commercials. So I guess I just expected them to begin the show and then Jacob and Cody and then the girls. You know what I'm saying?
So I think just that having those two start the match, they set the tone. They set the tone for the whole entire night. It was like, wow. It wasn't we're going to hold hands and walk into here. It was two men that were scheduled for a match, and what they got at the end of that was they got a no contest. They got a brawl. We got somebody who we didn't even expect to see in the thing in the form of Drew McIntyre, and it shows that Cody's a little bit too naive to be stepping around in the danger zone. Like Jacob Fatu is an animal. He's a beast. Yeah. And I mean in the most respectful way possible. Like talking about somebody that's hungry. My man, like you guys said, my man said he went from EBT to WWE and he was hungry. He was hungry. It wasn't too long ago I saw Jacob Fatu wrestling in Brooklyn. Might have been in the last 3 years wrestling in Bushwick, Brooklyn at an indie show. And only a couple months later, he's now wrestling for the WWE. Like, yo, shout out to him. I feel
and that's not nepotism.
That's not
work.
That's not.
That's not nepotism. That's work.
If it was nepotism, he would have been there a long time
ago.
ago. The thing too is that I agree with what Terrell is saying about the whole triple threat match. I don't want to see a forced triple threat match, but this just fits. Cody Rhodes belongs, but they're not forcing him down our throat by saying, fine, we're just going to make it a triple threat match. It's like, no. Right now, it's going to be a singles match whenever it does happen. And right now, Drew McIntyre is tied up with Sami Zayn, which we're going to be talking about his match and his win later on in the show. But now, you've got two other people that want that want Drew just as much as Sami wants Drew. So what's going to happen? Now, is Sami Zayn going to get screwed out of his moment?
Absolutely.
Is Kevin
either that or instead of a triple, it will be a 4-way.
Now it's going to be a 4-way.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, dang, I did forget, which is when we get to that, I'm going to just be telling y'all, I was shocked. Thought that was going to be Randy Orton, but happy for Sami, but I was like, okay.
Let's give the chat a little bit of love real quick.
Let's what see. They said on Unreal, and then what?
That's a question I ask all the time. And then what? Heel Vega says this Saturday night's main event was better than the last three events. AJ versus Nakamura was the better match than their WrestleMania match. What do you guys feel on that?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Not even close. Not even close. That was the best match they had in WWE. Like, not even close.
I agree.
Those are one of those things that I did go back because unfortunately, like I said, Netflix has been great to me now that I can actually go back and watch certain like PLEs that I never got to watch. So I did go back and watch, what was that, 18, I believe, 16, between 16 or 18, 2018. Yeah. I did go back and I watched it. So I gotta say that last night, nah, man, they put that all on the line compared to them. What is that? Their first time as solos to actually fight. It was, one of those, hey, we're going to do this again someday. This was more like, dang, this is it. This is the end of the road. Like, we got to do one more banger before you realize,
Definitely. Before you pack that up.
Off.
Heel Vega says, hope y'all staying warm. The snow in my area is ridiculous. Let me tell you. If anybody wants to shovel, let me know. I have work for them to do. He also says that.
Bring your 10-year-old right on over. I got $200.
That's it?
I said $200 front and back, so that's $4.
Okay, don't threaten me. I might show up.
You know what? Hey, you know what?
$200, $200.
I'm getting that money. What you mean?
He said, you know what?
Like, 200 each?
200 each.
Come on, I bring an RC car out there in the truck, and I just do it like that.
Gil Vega made he made a very bold statement. I want to see what you guys think about this. He says that Gil Vega says that Cody's booking when he's not the champion is so much better, and it's so aggravating. Can't wait for wait until the audience realizes he's a heel, because that man is not a baby face. What do you guys think about his booking when he's not the champion?
I haven't got to see him as this heel that y'all have seen him be before, so can't really give you I can't give it to you.
I think the heel thing. Okay, to answer the two parts, I kind of agree with it, because it seems like Cody is better as the chaser compared to being the champion in of itself.
Okay.
Just because he is more, as Tristan said, unhinged and like not stable. Like, he's stable as the champion, but he's not. It's part of him. Right. We saw him chase it, going to 39-40 before, The Rock tried to ruin all of that. And, he's still ruining that to this day, because now people wish they had it, Rock and Roman Reigns, but it didn't make any sense whatsoever. I just wanted to throw that out there. But we're entering the same trap that we did with Cena 15 years ago, where we know that, here's the baby face. We don't like it because we want to see him heal. And then let's say they do turn him heel, then everybody's going to proceed to shit on it. It's like, dude, he is the face of the company for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Baby face.
I was saying.
You make him a heel. That's a lot of things that's going to be affected outside of the wrestling business that's going to affect the company. Like, he's the perfect face. As Cody has said in many interviews, when they give me a call, I go ahead and do what I have to do because I'm the face of the company. He's a face. Everybody wants this Homelander Cody because he's been the baby face for what? Since the AEW run and all this other stuff.
Child, right?
And everybody don't watch The Boys and they see the comparison. Oh, we can get Homelander Cody. Why can't a baby face show edge? Why can't a baby face show that he has attitude? Not all baby faces are. All baby faces are handshaky. Not all baby faces like, good job, buddy.
Kissing babies.
Think about like the nicest people you met, right? You can call them baby faces in your life, right? But that don't mean that person ain't got no boundaries. That don't mean that person can get mad and get upset and get pissed off. It's the same thing with a baby face. So this whole notion that he needs to be a heel because it's not working as a baby face. No, we just want to see something fresh and new and exciting, and I get that. But sometimes it's just better to keep the face a face while he still has a freaking edge to himself.
So Heel Vega is saying... he had a really good point. He goes, to Jess's comment to where she hasn't seen Cody as a heel that we see. He says, yes, you have, Jess. Look at how he presents himself when he's not holding the championship. When he's champ, he's always smiling and happy. It's a facade. And you know what? I want to piggyback off of that just a little bit, because when Cody is the champion, he is smiling and happy. And it's like when he's not the champion, it's now that he becomes refocused. If you are ready from the beginning, you don't have to get ready. If you are right from the beginning, you don't have to get right. So that's now I feel like now he has to get right, because now he's out there like, oh my God, I'm the champion. I'm the great, adrenaline in your soul, and now it's like he lost the belt. Now it's like, now he's going to brawl with Jacob Fatu through the arena.
I don't think that's, I'm about to say, I guess I don't agree to that, because just for him to have, okay, let me say it like this.
Say it.
I agree with both of y'all where the face is, he's just a face with attitude. You know what I'm saying? We noticed that. Why? Because of what he did with this whole Drew McIntyre brawl before he lost the belt. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I got the belt, whoop-de-whoop. But every time somebody threatened him for that said belt, you saw that shift change. You saw that face change when, how most men are. You threaten my wife, you threaten my children, you talked about my mama and my family and stuff like that. No, you're not about to say, take the high road on that. No, you got to stand on business, because who are you talking to like that?
True,
right?
True.
So I guess that's just not me saying he's a heel. That's him standing, like Terrell said, him standing on business, him standing up for the belt, bro. Because, y'all sit on socials every day, talk about defending champions and stuff like that. But now, I'm just confused. I'm confused about the confusion. What's the problem?
I think that I like when Cody's chasing. I feel that's why WrestleMania 40 was so energetic, and it felt so different with The Rock and Roman Reigns and everybody
40 was Philly, right?
Yeah, 40 was Philly.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I felt like there was so much energy behind that. When Cody's chasing, Cody's the man. It's like, all right, what is he going to do? Cody Rhodes will stop at nothing. I feel like Cody Rhodes will stop at nothing to get the championship, but he'll stop at everything to keep it. Like, I feel like I think he's just big talk when it's time.
Drew did say if he was the one that kicked out Jacob's teeth, he would brag about it like he did everything else.
I don't think that he's the one that kicked it out because Drew's got no reason to lie. So who could it be?
I think it was Randy Orton. I'm telling you, I still think it was Randy, bro.
I think that I don't think that it could be Randy. Because Randy is the same exact way. He would just said he did it. You know? Yeah. But I think it has to be somebody like Cody. Cody did it.
Maybe, but we did just have this 4-way. That's another reason why I was like, it could have been Randy, and why I was shocked that Randy did not win that 4-way because of the storyline that was in my head. Because I was like, okay, let's say Randy did it. Randy goes for the belt, loses to Drew, and then we have this whole little 4-way, 3-way with Drew, Randy, Cody, and Jacob. That at least that's what I was thinking about, but we're gonna talk about it when we get there. Because I was like, that was for the main event. It was pretty disappointing. I'm sorry. And usually I love the main event, but this one kind of was a grade C for me. Grade C.
All right, we'll get there. We'll talk about that. But Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu aren't in their right minds, and I think that Drew McIntyre, that he knows that. And that same final boss energy just showed up again. It was just wearing a different crown. Let's take a look at the match with the Women for the World Tag Titles. And I felt that match was control through the whole entire chaos. I feel like this match worked 100% because everybody understood their role. Rhea Ripley, she is a final boss. She's one of the doors you have to walk through if you want to be made in the women's division. Her presence alone makes championship feels important. Io Sky is the workhorse and the underdog. Every time she's in the ring, she earns her spot. And being attached to Rhea doesn't diminish her. I think it legitimizes her. This wasn't Io needing to be saved. This was tag team chemistry doing what it was supposed to do. And now let me talk about the Judgment Day women. I'm about to get real disrespectful. Everybody apologize. I apologize right now. I mean, let's talk about the Judgment Day women. They are a bigger threat to the women's division than the men are to their own division. I said it. I'm sorry. Roxanne Perez, she's the future. She's small, very small, but so was Shawn Michaels at the time. I think that Roxanne Perez, she's waiting for her barbershop moment, and she hasn't had it yet. When she's had her barbershop moment, everybody lock up shop, move out of town, go to AEW, go to TNA, because the person that's going to be the person you're going to be looking at is Roxanne Perez. And no, when I'm looking at this thing, it wasn't overbooked. The ref bumps, the confidence, the chaos, the uncertainty is what makes wrestling exciting. That's how I saw it. That's how this match is. And this match here, I think it might split opinions. Jess, where are you on this?
Usually I'm never agreeing with you, but today, man, boy, I have to piggyback off you. You said the Judgment Day women are dangerous, especially when Liv turns on the Judgment Day. I don't know about everybody else, but I could feel it. She's going to turn on the Judgment Day. Why? Because Raquel is going to win that heavyweight championship. It's going to happen. She's going to win. She's going to bring it back to the Judgment Day. And, Raquel is going to be like, okay, cool. Now I want to come back and work with Roxanne because their chemistry was pretty good together, and Liv is going to phase out, and Liv ain't going to have that. She's Liv Morgan.
Right.
I didn't feel this. I didn't feel the same chemistry with Liv and Rox as I did with Roxanne and Raquel. I didn't feel the same vibe. I didn't feel like, they was PB&J. You know what I'm saying? Ham and cheese. No, they felt like, we're doing this together, kind of forced, like Solo and Tama Tonga. Look, that's another conversation I'm gonna have. But yeah, I love the match. The match was wonderful, executed it very professional. We got the return of Stephanie Valkela is back, and Raquel. So it's a good builder, slow burn. I call stuff, storylines like this is called a slow burn, where the first 3 episodes we're introducing the characters, and we're building up their storyline. So that way later on, aka WrestleMania, we're gonna be at the plot of somebody's story where it's either Raquel and Stephanie, or it's gonna be the Judgment, like the breakup of the Judgment Day, or this whole tag team division thing. Because as I agree with you, Tristan, the tag team division in both Raw and SmackDown is not looking good. It's pretty low, and y'all are running out of ideas. Y'all are just putting people together at this point. Because I'm like, just for example, New Day, right? What is Grayson doing? Hasn't done a thing.
He just there to take up space, I guess, until Austin Theory says, "Come back home, my brother."
Austin Theory, please, he is having himself a day over there at the Vision.
Sure
that
is.
Man is just fine.
Sure is. Terrell, what do you think about that? The whole entire tag match. Where are you on this whole thing?
First of all, shout out to my future non-ex-wife, Liv Morgan. I love you, girl. Fine self.
She is a baddie. She is a baddie. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right there. I was with her since Riot Squad Day. Everybody was looking at. I said, yeah, that Liv Morgan gonna be something like for real. So I thought this was a very good match. Very good. It was kind of an old school tag team match. Cutting off the ring halfway. Quick tags between Roxanne and Liv. You're absolutely right. Roxanne is going to be the future top female in the division within the next 5 years. She is everything. And at first I wasn't the biggest fan of her. I must admit. But she's growing on me. She's definitely, there's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of growth. I think she's only 24, 25 years old.
Something young like that.
So she's going to have she has an immense future in this business. And you're right. She does need that barbershop, moment. And like when it happens, it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be Liv turning on Roxanne. I think it's going to be Roxanne turning on Liv. And I think that's the better choice.
I agree.
Okay.
I think Roxanne has been there the whole time to, the story is her and Dom, going after Dom, and Liv is there, trying to look out and stuff like that. But I think Roxanne is going to destroy the Judgment Day from within. I don't think it's going to be Liv doing the damage. I think it's going to be Roxanne, because I think because look how Liv has been acting since she got back. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of been irritated with her a little bit. And I think there's going to be either some segments to where Roxanne is going to turn that into everybody else turning on Liv Morgan. Now,
hold on.
I think a lot of people.
Hold on. I like that. I felt like you were cooking with something with Roxanne Perez destroying the Judgment Day from inside. And I've never thought about that before. So here's my question to you, Terrell. What is the character motivation? Why does she want to destroy them from within?
Oh.
Okay, Jess, go ahead.
Why? Because she is the newbie and all the OGs are coming back to take their place, and she is she is a workhorse. She is the newest workhorse. She is right next to Io Sky. This girl has not stopped working since she's got there. No breaks, all gas, no breaks, have not stopped. And every time she turns around, there is some OG making their return and placing themselves as the leader or the head or something. And they ain't been doing what they was doing. They wasn't shooting with me in the gym. Roxanne's the new girl, man. The new girl. Every new girl is going to get tired of the OGs thinking that they run the joint because they left and then made this grand return and stuff like that. No, it's her time. It's that little. I feel like it's a little Pop Rock's time. Now that's the only thing. That's the one negative thing I got to say about little Pop Rocks. That little temper tantrum thing. Oh my God,
I love it.
Oh my God, I got it. I'm like, girl, please do something else with that. That's the only thing I hate is that temper tantrum. I can't stand it. But everything else, that Pop Rocks, her ability to be a high flyer, which I feel like if she be in the Performance Center just a little bit more, get stronger, get faster and stuff, I feel like she's going to be excellent. She's going to be great later on down the line. As in, she might even be on the card for WrestleMania. Not saying main eventing, but she might be on that card for real.
Okay, and I feel like we are definitely going to have a main event WrestleMania prequel, pre-show. You know, talking about who's going to win the Royal Rumble later on in the week, because the Royal Rumble is next week. But Terrell, let me hear what I think that Jess gave you an alley-oop. She gave you an alley-oop. Are you going to dunk it, or are you going to grab the ball and make a shot of your own? Why do you feel that she would turn? She being Roxanne Perez would turn on the Judgment Day, and she's working from inside to eliminate them.
Well,
come on, Kobe.
Like, yeah, thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, overall, just I agree. Like, she wants to be the woman on top. So why not destroy the Judgment Day within to use that to elevate her? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you take out men and women, or use them to your advantage to rise to the occasion to get to the mountaintop, you know, then why not do it? You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll start off with her turning, you know, her using the Judgment Day to turn on Liv, right? And then as things start to unravel, once she starts to have more control over the group, that's when she just starts picking them apart piece by piece till she's absolutely at the top and she's too power hungry. And so that's why I think the Judgment Day is going to split within. It's going to add a lot with Dom. It's going to add a lot with Finn. It's going to add a lot with Raquel, you know, especially with Raquel probably going to win the world championship. And she's going to use that. She's going to use it. It's going to start with Liv because Liv is the biggest threat. But once Liv is out, then she'll focus on Raquel because Raquel will be the world champion.
Right.
And then she'll use the Judgment Day, get that, and then everybody else start trickling down. So that unity that they had, that's all going to start to disintegrate.
So, and then what's going to happen? Liv is going to need a friend. And you know who that friend's name is going to be?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley, because she's going to be like, damn, this is what I did to you? Help. Like, help me. Like, I can't. They're turning on me too.
And remember, they were tag team champions together at one point.
They were.
You know, before all this.
And she going to hit her with the I told you so. So, you know, since we got the dark baby face Rhea Ripley right now, that's all, you know, cute with Io Sky and stuff. She's going to need a friend. And we open it up for Rhea Ripley for her to either go back to heel Rhea Ripley, Terra Twins, or we keep this Rhea Ripley, and she's like you said, she's putting the new talent over. She's assisting with the new generation of WWE.
So Heel Vega says if Rhea helps Liv, she's dumb. Let karma take its course. Heel Vega also says that Judgment Day's implosion might have been Finn's plan all along. He also disagrees with you, Jess. He says the gap between Io and Roxanne is larger than the gap between heaven and earth.
Maybe. No, I don't know about all that. They look pretty chummy these days. I don't know. Like,
as far as experience, yeah. As far as experience,
yeah.
Like,
but as a girl,
you got a good 10, 15 years on Roxanne?
Yeah. Oh, wait, you said Roxanne or Io? Wait, like,
no,
say that
no,
one
I'm saying is I think Io got way more experience than Roxanne. I mean, because Io's in her mid-30s, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Io's been doing it for, like I said, yeah, that gap is there now, but like you can see the potential in Roxanne. There isn't this shove like, oh, we're like with the Bellas, right? Like they just shoved the Bellas down our throat, like, hey, the Bellas are good, the Bellas good. No, they're not.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying? But like Roxanne is like everybody can see a star rising to the occasion.
That's true. And that's true. And just about the gap, we're talking about Io. Io's 35. Roxanne is the youngest female on the roster currently, so that would make her 25 or 26 years old right about now.
But Io's been doing it for what? Since she was 20 herself. So Io got like I said, Io got 15 years on.
She was wrestling in Japan.
Roxanne. Yeah, but I said, that's why I disagree with them. I was like, I don't think that gap makes big of a difference, honestly, because you know, none of that made sense to me. I was like, what?
All right,
I was like, the gap between Io and Roxanne, I was like, that really doesn't have to do with anything as far as the story of destroying the Judgment Day, which I think that's the overall goal, is to break up the faction of the Judgment Day. Break it up. Like, you know, if y'all gonna be a faction, you gotta be a good one. This is why the MFTs and the Y6 are doing what they're doing right now.
And for me, that's confusing as well too, and that's another topic for another day and time. But let's switch gears, because the next match is what this match was probably the first match that didn't have any chaos in it. The match that I'm talking about is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This match itself, it wasn't even about momentum. I think it was more about respect and mortality. Because when you look at this match, this is the match that we should have gotten years ago. What everybody is saying, when both men first came into the WWE. Back then, the company probably understood their names, but not their history. Shinsuke Nakamura, in this match here, he wasn't dangerous, but he was a difficult stage boss. He was the first stage boss of the whole entire level. Now, someone who forces you to prove that you still belong, not someone who's going to end you. AJ Styles, though, he still belongs. And the key word is choosing. He's choosing when he leaves. That's the new generation that we're currently in. Walk away on your terms while you still matter. That's the whole entire story here. Two veterans telling a story, not chasing a moment, and looming over all this is one person and one person only. Who is it? It's Gunther. Gunther, he's the modern day legend killer. If AJ loses, he's not just losing a match, he's leaving on Gunther's terms. And that's a dangerous place for AJ to be. With this all said, Jess, actually, let's go to Terrell first, because we did ladies first before. Terrell, do you feel that after this match, do you believe that AJ can actually beat Gunther, or did it confirm that the end is a lot closer than we want to admit?
Confirm. Like, I can say that easily. Coming in with, like, he's gonna come in with that false sense of confidence because he beat Nakamura. And they just setting it up. They just kept talking about it. You know, it could be AJ Styles' final match. So I think it just confirmed it. Like, but I got a hot take here, and that is Styles will lose at Royal Rumble, but they're going to find a way to get Styles out of retirement so they can have their match at WrestleMania. That is my hot take. I don't think this is going to be a true retirement match. I think because Styles still got time on his deal, right?
Yeah. I think till like his birthday.
They're going to want to put Gunther over. They're going to want to put Gunther over easily because they're already put him over as his legend killer. They brought up the fact that he retired Goldberg, brought up the fact that he retired John Cena. So why not have Gunther temporarily retire AJ Styles, but they find a way to get AJ Styles back and just in time for a WrestleMania match, and maybe then that would be the true final match of AJ Styles. And then you can sit back and say, I retired AJ Styles twice.
That's not a bad story.
You see, like, when I'm looking at the whole entire thing, I don't feel that AJ Styles can beat Gunther for one reason. AJ Styles did not beat John Cena, and John Cena did not beat Gunther in his last day on the job. So because you beat Shinsuke Nakamura is not going to make me believe under any circumstances whatsoever that AJ Styles is going to walk in there talking about, yeah, you don't want none, hands together with the gloves, and just walks away with a win. That's not going to happen for me. I think that if I was AJ Styles, and if you still want to continue working, you go home, you talk to your wife like they said that you do. You go home, you talk to your wife, and maybe burn a sick day next Saturday. Don't go to Saudi Arabia, stay your ass home, because that man's going to choke you out and leave you right where you at. And you know what? You better not be laughing either when you get choked out, AJ, because this ain't nothing to laugh about.
Right.
Gunther's dangerous. I'm talking about in the span of the storyline. Gunther beat Goldberg. He beat John Cena. And I'm going to steal this line from Goldberg. Who's next? Is it AJ Styles? Look, right now, Gunther's like the Teflon Don right now. If you're in the ring with Gunther, you better kiss your ass goodbye.
Y'all both ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all, both of y'all.
Go ahead, Auntie Jess.
I wish I had a belt right now. I wish I could go outside and peel the switch off the tree, because y'all know better to be turning y'all heads on the phenomenal AJ Styles. Y'all lying.
Hey, Jess the Yapton, you ready? You ready for this?
Y'all lying. Y'all be lying. Y'all not about to sit here and say, yeah.
You can't find the belt.
Can't find the belt.
You can't find the belt.
That's my reaction to that.
Y'all
Just
ought to be ashamed. I can't
dun,
believe y'all
dun,
just.
dun, 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 dun. That's what you're gonna be hearing. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Look, it's not that I don't want it's not that I want Gunther to end AJ Styles, but it's like, yo, it's inevitable. Like, we knew he was the last match for John Cena and Goldberg, right? And like, they could have still won and walked away and say, you know, we beat Gunther, have a nice day. But Gunther has 2 notches underneath his belt, where in 2 Saturday Night's main event, he ended Goldberg that nobody cared about, and then he ended John Cena.
Yeah, but maybe, can I make a suggestion?
Ooh, I like suggestions.
Sure.
You know, maybe they make him like Becky Lynch, lose to AJ Styles, choked out, tap out, and then for the next couple of weeks, you know, you tapped out, and he's just walking around saying, I am the legend killer, I did this to John Cena, I did this to Goldberg.
Right.
But you know what's pissing him off? They're going to say, you tapped out on AJ, you tapped out on Jey Uso. I feel like that could piss him off, make him mad. So I was like, I kind of want that. So that way, again, we're on the road to WrestleMania.
We are.
So maybe that match that retires AJ Styles, it'd be, instead of the Royal Rumble, it would be WrestleMania.
So AJ Styles says that
Backlash.
That he's not going to wrestle till his next birthday. He's not going to wrestle after his next birthday. I'm looking it up right now. June. So we have him till at least June 2nd.
That's SummerSlam. I'm about to say that's just before the road to SummerSlam. So yeah, okay. So there you go. So maybe WrestleMania, Backlash. What else is after WrestleMania?
Well, it's a Tuesday. So if he's going to finish, he's going to have to finish in May.
Right.
He's
so right
May.
before SummerSlam.
So I could see them putting the championship on him, and then going from there. You know, having him lose the champ. I could see them having AJ Styles win the Royal Rumble, and just that's another conversation that we're going to have later on.
Royal Rumble. Oh God, we'll talk about that on another day, because I have thoughts.
Oh yeah,
I have thoughts. We always know about the 6, right? I have ideas who the rest of it's going to be.
Okay, well, that's something that if I'm not mistaken, that'll be Friday's conversation. Nice. We'll definitely have that conversation on Friday. But okay, Jess, let me ask you this then. I know we're running short on time, so let me ask you this before we move on to the next one. So let's give us a quick hit on this one.
Okay.
Does AJ beating Nakamura make you believe in him, or does Gunther still feel like a threat no matter what?
I feel the same way about AJ and Shinsuke as I did when AJ and John Cena did it. It's a nostalgia match. It was just a match of old friends or old colleagues. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we're just playing around. You know what I'm saying? What was I going to say? It was just a natural, original wrestling match. Just something that, you know, everybody feels good about, some nostalgia. 2 great wrestlers came together and they said, you know what, let's put it out on the line. So, I mean, I didn't think, you know, oh my God, he beat Shinsuke, so yeah, he's going to beat Gunther. But we also saw him wasn't he in the tag team with him maybe a few weeks back when he was on SmackDown before he got with Rey Fenix? Wasn't it that, like, remember when he was like kind of jumping from tag teams to tag team to tag team, and him and Shinsuke was a tag team?
True. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was just like, you know, kind of some playground recess type stuff. Like, it was just fun to watch.
So Gunther's looming, and it's right now in the new era of the WWE and pro wrestling. I just want to say WWE. I haven't seen it outside of pro wrestling, outside of the WWE. It's leave on your own terms versus someone else's right now in that match. And then we got the match that tied the entire match together. And we tied the entire night together. The match that, I don't think that Jess liked. Jess said that it was
no, I didn't
solid
like the
C.
win. Oh, no.
All right.
I love some good old Trick Willie.
Okay.
Oh, come on now.
Let's talk about this, right?
Steppers.
This match told us exactly where everyone stands without saying a word. Sami Zayn, his winning, it wasn't even allowed. It wasn't even something that was on anybody's 2026 bingo card. I think, though, in the match, storyline-wise, he's earned it, and it was quietly brilliant. Nobody believes Sammy's going to beat Drew, and that is the point. However, you guys watch fake sports like football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and even curling.
Goes again.
Even pool, even badminton. That's what you guys watch. And you guys know on any given Sunday, the worst team can beat the best team. The odds are low, but for Sami Zayn, his odds are not zero. Now let's talk about Randy Orton. Randy Orton, he was the biggest star in that match, and that is the problem. The problem is that Randy Orton, he just keep coming up short. And the question isn't, can Randy Orton be champion again? The question is, how many times is Randy going to allow Randy to come up short before he starts listening to the voices in his head and become the viper that he is? Damian Priest, he isn't almost. He's distracted. Damian Priest right now is on too many side quests. If you want the championship, play the main story first. And Trick Williams, let me tell you something about that brother. Let me pull up a picture of that brother right now. If y'all don't know who the hell Trick Williams is, y'all gonna learn today. My man Trick Willie. Trick Willie showed us that he belonged. I don't think that he is there yet, but I think that his bags are packed and he's ready to go. Because he was in the ring.
In there, full 5 million, 5,000. He was not playing. Came out in his all white, had that theme song bumping loud, and that's all he needed. That told everybody what they needed right there. Why? Because Whoop That Trick does not have actual vocals to it. That is the audience.
True. That's true. You're right. They created their own theme song.
He's giving Seth Rollins to the T.
Right.
Like that ain't that part of the music. That's the audience. I am that. I am him.
He is the Mr. Whoop That Trick. I think that he looked like a champion because he didn't look out of place. He was in the ring with 2 former world champions and Sami Zayn.
Perfect.
And
he didn't look out right. He didn't look out of place. He looked like he belonged right there. Like he has been there this whole time. Type of Andreas type energy, you know how we kind of forget about Andreas, but then when he shows up, we're like, oh, dang, right, Andreas, you're still there, but because you just
there no more.
No, he not.
Oh yeah,
he out there giving out his phone number on AEW.
Oh, call him, see what he's doing. But I think this match, though, it didn't pick a challenger. It showed us who's focused and who's running the pace. So, all right, I've said my piece. I don't want to ask you, Jess, because I know that what your take is going to be. We can assume what your take is going to be. Let's go to Terrell, and then we'll curve back. Terrell, was Sami Zayn the right choice?
For the story that they're telling, yes. For the story that they're telling that Sammy's more focused. He's more locked in. He's been the selfless wrestler, the pacifist. I always call him Pacifist Zayn. And he's tired of being that way. He has goals. He has aspirations. And, you know, he's come close to that title a few times, you know, including in his hometown. And that was 2-3 years ago that, you know, it was same versus Roman Reigns in that exact same arena. And he came up short, despite the fact that he was probably the most locked in, most focused, and easily the most over babyface in the company at the time. But now they're telling the story of, you know, I've done a lot for a lot of people, and it's my turn to step into the ring, and it's my turn to become the world champion. I felt so many people become world champions. So many people do this. So many people do that. It's my turn. So it made sense for him to win it. And to me, it kind of was like it was kind of like them rewarding him for losing a few years ago in his hometown in a big match.
Okay. Because he faced Roman.
Yeah. He faced Roman right before WrestleMania 39 in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view event. So I thought storyline-wise, it was the right move. It's too soon for Trick Willie, but he will be there one day. Them Lemon Pepper Steppers are stepping up into the main event scene for sure. And not just even like like his wrestling ability, but just the look of him. Like if you were to just look at him, he looks more like a main eventer than Sami Zayn does.
Sure does.
Like,
sure does.
6'5", tall, dark, handsome, with the lemon pepper steppers. Got the crowd singing with that, got the crowd chanting, whoop that trick. The only thing that's missing is Booker T, all that stuff, but besides that, like, overall, I thought it was the right move. Y'all know what I got to go do.
Yeah, I know.
So, okay.
I saw the look on his face. I was like, uh-oh.
So, Jess.
Ooh, they in trouble now.
So, Jess, I know the answer to your question. I think anybody watching knows the answer to your question, and we're not going to lead you there yet. I want to ask you this. Did Trick Williams belong in that spot, or is this too much too soon for him?
Absolutely. I will say, I guess my answer is yes. I think, yes, he belonged there, but I also would be like, I would have been happy if it was Obafemi.
That would have been dope.
We've been pushing this man for weeks now, and we have not seen him yet. Like, okay, let's just go ahead and get the obvious out the way. The man's in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that'd be great.
We're just going to get it the obvious out the way. Obviously, he's in the Royal Rumble, but as your favorite thing to say, and then what? Am I about to get a Obafemi promotion again? Like, are you going to just pop him in there, piece it here, here, and here? Or are y'all going to really use him? Or are y'all going to waste him? Waste him like you almost did Carmelo Hayes. Waste him like y'all did do with Big Dude. What's it? Omi?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the big black African brother.
Yeah, him. Wasted him. You waste all this big body talent, big boy talent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to, all the entertainers, all the high flyers, the people who could do the flips and the turns and this, that, and the third, whatever. But some of us, like myself, I'm not against a big boy match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like a good big guy match. Like, yeah, man. Like, I like the idea of Trick Williams and Randy Orton. I love that idea. I love the idea of possibly Damian Priest and Trick Williams. You see what I'm saying? That's that big dog stuff. But y'all, listen. Yeah, I'm about to say, if they're, I'm going to just say it out loud. If it was just a little more diversity in that writer's room, a lot of talent would not be wasted.
Jess, quickly. Why was Sami not the right choice in your opinion?
Because I feel like the winning of the championship because your child feeling some type of way storyline is going stale. Have you ever noticed that when they bring up their kids, or when the kids are in the crowd and then they're making a face or they're doing something like, I'm here because my daughter hasn't never seen me win a match, or my son said, I've never seen you wrestle before. It's getting a little stale these days. I don't mind it, but I'm just like, can we kind of split it up a little bit? Because we just did this about kids with Cody. You know what I'm saying? We're only doing
Cody Rhodes.
You feel me? It's just like you're only trying to push Sami Zayn because his son makes y'all feel bad.
Okay, Terrell, if you're being honest, do you believe?
I'm telling the truth.
You are.
Like, come on. Everyone remember weeks ago when he was the United States champion and then he lost it, and he was talking on SmackDown, talking about, when I was at John Cena's match, we was talking, me and my son, we were talking, and he asked, well, Daddy, have you ever won the belt? He was like, no, son. I was like, oh, shit. Like, up, the sympathy card. You know what stories come now.
The America's Got Talent card.
All right.
Where Judge, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, bro, everybody's got some sob story about, they grandma is fighting stage 4 kidney cancer and they need to win this to make their nana happy.
Or the kid that's 7 years old that has no talent but keeps moving on because it just so happened to have cancer. Like, come on, dude.
You feel me?
This is America's Got Talent, not America's most sympathetic talent.
All right, Terrell. If you're being honest, do you believe anybody in that match? It was Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Damian Priest. Do you believe anybody in that match should beat Drew McIntyre right now?
No, absolutely not.
You said you said every last person. Ooh.
Any of those four? Any of those four?
Joel.
Any of those four?
I have been itching to see McIntyre have a world title run in front of audience members.
Okay.
Every single world title he's had was COVID or it lasted 5 minutes because of storylines.
17 times. 17 times has he been right there to get that belt. And this is probably the first time he has not been like
bamboozled,
bamboozled,
hoodwinked, flat out deceived, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm just ready to see him get a world title run. And so no, and two, you're making Drew look this strong. No, that's why I said it was too soon for Tricky Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Bisexual Undertaker, no thank you. Sami Zayn is going to take an L, and Orton right now, he's the biggest star, so he doesn't, he can take losses like these.
So let's look at Randy Orton. How many times will Randy Orton allow Randy Orton to come up short?
Until the day. No, I care.
I care. I care.
What is he at, number 14?
No, don't get it twisted. I love Randy Orton. Don't get it twisted for 5 seconds. I love Randy Orton, but like, we kind of need some fresh blood up in this main event scene, man. So that's why I'm like, who cares, man? He's a big enough star. He's a big enough star where you don't have to book him strongly without him losing his credibility because everybody knows it's Randy effing Orton.
True.
At the end of the day.
True. Randy Orton doesn't need to tell you that he's a star because everybody knows he's a star.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not like you're trying to build him up or trying to keep him as a star or anything like that. He's a bona fide superstar. He's a bona fide Hall of Famer. He's a bona fide legitimate champion. Whatever you want to call Orton, he's bona fide. So there is no, well, what can Orton do to stop shooting himself in the foot? They gonna book it to where he can figure it out too. However they book him, they could book him in a tag team match with Doink the Clown 3.0. And Randy Orton's gonna come out looking like $1 trillion, okay? Because it's Randy effing Orton. Plain and simple. So it's just a matter of, it's okay, Orton. We got you. You're the bigger star. Your time will come, but we gotta establish other guys as main eventers. This is a company that has to keep on moving. Orton's been in the business for over 20 years. Over 20 years. You got to start building up new guys, even if you got to use Orton to do that.
You're right.
True.
You're right. I think that Randy
absolutely right.
I think that Randy Orton is a holdover from he's a leftover from 2 generations ago, and it still tastes good. The food is still good enough to eat. With Randy Orton if he was something sitting in the back of the fridge. And I don't want
chili.
him...
Guys, what?
Yeah. Like chili. You let chili sit for like 3 days, it tastes better than the first day.
Right, but this is like 15-year-old. Like, this should have left a long time ago, but it's still there, chili.
Did y'all feel like that with John Cena? That's my thing. I was just like, maybe the next person to go for a retirement run is Randy Orton. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I want to see him make number 16, possibly 17. You know what I'm saying? That was me.
I would love to see Randy Orton get that championship win. But the thing for me is just that he's a holdover from before. And I'm not saying that in a bad way or as a slight whatsoever. What's up, Stu? But I'm saying that more so for the fact that, like, Randy Orton is the man. We know he's the man. And those 3 guys getting to be in the ring with somebody of the caliber of Randy Orton, man, they're luckier than me last week on the cruise when I won $500. Like, they are lucky. And it's just... I don't want to see Randy keep coming up short. And Randy needs to stop being this good guy thing. He's in the same exact category as Cody Rhodes. He's not being his true self. Listen to the voices in your head because they're telling you to do things. I think that if Randy wants to win that title one more time, he has to strike like the Viper he is and have no mercy. Look, he could easily prance on over to Monday Night Raw and go take that belt from CM Punk, but let's be real. The WWE Undisputed Championship, it is the championship in the WWE.
That's true.
And if he wants it, he needs to get his mind right.
Yeah. If you don't want to continue to be the locker mother forever.
Fernando says that Randy's not winning any more championships. What do you guys think? You think he's going to retire without having one last one?
No, I think he'll have another run.
Please, right? I'm about to say he'll walk out of there with at least 15 or 16 times.
What his last world title run was COVID? During the Thunderdome? Yeah, he'll get another one.
And I think that's what they're doing, trying to make up for the COVID era. So trying to get everybody that they promised that they would give a chance to actually do that. Why? Yeah. Because LA Knight's coming back for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Tell you.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
It's so many talents that we haven't seen in a long, long time yet. And I'm like, look, everybody better be on notice because Royal Rumble, we're going to see some people that we say, yo, where you been?
Golly, I want to have the conversation now, but we're going to have that conversation on Friday.
I know, keep it in the slow cooker.
Like Jess is dangling the carrot,
right?
And she wants me to bite, and I'm trying not to. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. We're going to wait.
I'll say this too. I'll say this too about Orton. I love what you said, Tristan, about him listening to the voices in his head. Had that be a slow burn? Had that like them teasing it before he fully explodes and listens to it all the way.
It's been
like goes back and forth. What's up?
It's been teased.
No, I'm listening.
No, but they need to tease it more.
Kind of like some Bailey, kind of like how they promote Bailey and her little mind things and something, but a little stronger.
If you want to call it that with Bailey, whatever.
I call it bipolar Bailey, schizo Bailey. Y'all seen the movie Me and Irene? That's how I see Bailey.
I feel like I'm the only one here out of the panel that sees this. Randy Orton has been dodging the voices since he decided he was going to go be goody two-shoes since WrestleMania 40.
But they need to start booking it to where he leans more into it.
Right.
Okay.
Instead of dodging it.
Right. He's dodging. I'm going to do the right thing now. Yep. I want to be with Cody Rhodes and help Cody Rhodes win the championship. He told Cody Rhodes that when Cody Rhodes wins the championship, he's coming for him.
Wade and all of that.
All that.
Jelly Roll.
Be that guy.
All that.
Should have RKO Jelly Roll at the end of that, but whatever.
That's another big conversation.
I would have loved that too.
All right, let's see what we got in here now. Stu says Orton should get one more title run, or at least a prominent story in 2026.
The prominent story run in 2026.
Yep, this year.
Him leaning more into those voices.
I think that would be great.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Not a bad idea. But, Trish's favorite slogan, and then what?
But Fernando just made a really good point, and I agree with him. So he says that, here's the thing, though. If he listens to the voices, fans will cheer him. If he punted people again, people are going to cheer. So here's the question. We're all sitting in the writer's room, and then what? How do we get people to boo Randy Orton as the heel?
Turn him into Drew. Kind of switch the personality of what Drew's got going on. Put it in Randy Orton, and it's just like it's like I keep getting put over or put under, or it just it's just running out of ideas. And this is why I was like, make sure if y'all are into stuff like Unreal, I really suggest y'all watch it because I can't even think of a good storyline that's going to last us all the way to WrestleMania for this. I can't. It's kind of hard. And then what? Okay, we put Randy. Let's just say Sami didn't win, and it was Randy. Randy wins. Randy beats Drew. Then what?
I think in order for them to make Randy Orton get booed, they have to put him against somebody that everybody really loves. And the person that he really loves, I don't see that person being somebody like Cody Rhodes.
Nah, it's like I don't see that.
It would have to be against CM Punk.
Maybe CM Punk, maybe. Or turn it, or again, we got this storyline going over there with the women. One of the new people. Any other new ones, any other new guys, because I feel like there's going to be more new guys other than Trick Williams and Obafemi coming over to Raw.
Nah, it has to be someone that the fans really, that the audience really loves, in order for him to get booed.
Kit Wilson. Oh, I almost forgot. No. Hear me out.
Okay.
Kit Wilson. This is my storyline. Kit Wilson is against toxic masculinity. Right? And when you think of masculinity in the locker room, who are the wrestlers you think of? You think of Matt Corbana. You think of Randy Orton. You think of Jacob Fatu. You think of Finn Balor. You think of these big masculine feeling guys, Braun Breaker. You would think of that. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's forgot that sometimes being sexy is a good superpower. Being a sexy man or trying to be a little more softer. I'm gonna say softer. I don't want to say feminine. It's more of a softer look, a more left. Like, I'm like, y'all don't see what I'm seeing. I was like, the storyline of red pill versus blue pill is right there.
So how does it tie back into Randy?
All right. I didn't mean to get political, but I am. Randy plays like he's a blue pill, but he's really a red pill. So you get up with Randy, you get up with Kit Wilson, right? Say, yeah, I get it. Maybe the locker room is a bit toxic. It's a bit overrun with testosterone and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. So I'm going to help you, kind of get it a little more balanced. Since, this is the era of betrayal. Remember, I told y'all this months ago. The Netflix era is the betrayal era. Everybody is stabbing everybody in the back. So what does that mean? Randy Orton, gets it all balanced, and then Kit Wilson trusts him, and boom, 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 whoop-de-whoop, and then boom. He'll turn on Randy Orton because I don't know what you see on your algorithm, Trish, but my algorithm, they love Kit Wilson right now. Love him.
So do you think so you are saying that he's a big enough star right now today, as we sit here right now, that people will even give two damns if he gets turned on? I think people might even cheer a little bit if he gets turned on. Maybe,
but that it's all good. It's all good story. I think both is a good thing. Yeah, they're going to cheer because everyone. Some people don't believe in toxic masculinity.
Here's what the chat says.
What the chat say? Because the others, I think others going to be like, maybe Kit Wilson has a point. Maybe the locker room is a bit toxic and we need a change.
So
it could go both ways.
Fernando says that Cody and Randy are not both turning heel at the same time. I agree. Stu says, so who does everyone even love these days? Everyone loves the heels. Good point. He says Randy attacks Sami or Jey Uso. Jey Uso maybe. I agree. This is Fernando.
I lean more to Jay attacking Sami more so anything because of the history right there. But go ahead. Not bad.
Oh, he's back.
Yes, our boy's back. Guess who's back? How are the little munchkins? How they doing?
Nope.
Can't hear you there, buddy.
Can't hear you. Try again. No, that's me.
So when you tell them to go take a nap, and then they proceed to want to play around, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, look,
right. Leading back to what I said about the Switch and the tree and the peeling, yeah.
Look, the only Switch I know about is a Nintendo one. Maria's here. Maria says, "Sorry, I'm late." What's up, Maria?
I'll take Maria.
Maria, let me tell you, Maria is really disrespectful. So we were talking about Randy Orton and Randy Orton turning heel and stuff like that, but. In the chat right now, people are saying that Randy Orton would get cheered if he started punting people in the head, which I agree. So the question is, Terrell, who does Randy Orton need to be standing across from for people to say, you know what, I don't like Randy Orton? Who?
I said Kit Wilson. By the way, I threw that name out there since see, look at his face. He's got it. The wheel's turning, ain't it?
Hold on.
He knows what I'm saying.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
The person he needs to stand across from the ring.
Okay, before you even continue, is it Kit Wilson?
Carmelo Hayes. Ooh.
No.
Oh.
No. That's a good question. Oh, whatever.
I don't think that I wouldn't say I don't think Carmelo Hayes is a bad answer. But I don't think that Carmelo Hayes is big enough right now for anybody to care.
Right. Punk.
I agree.
Yeah, see,
I said Punk first.
Yeah, Tristan said Punk first as well.
It had to be Punk. It can't be it has to be Punk.
Can't be Cody Rhodes because everybody's going to cheer for that.
Nah, it can't be
universally loved. Like, yeah, it got to be Punk. I mean, he has to beat the dog piss out of him too.
Unless we run it back again, Roman and Randy. Everyone loves a good Roman Randy fight.
No, but Roman, no, it got to be Punk.
Okay, how about this? Okay, and this is something that a lot of people might roast me for, but let me throw this out here. He doesn't punt. He doesn't attack CM Punk.
Okay.
I think that he should attack AJ Lee. Punt her in the head and leave her lying.
Ooh. Oh my God, that'd be so good.
Why'd you kick my man's wife in the head? Now you need to die.
You know how hated he would be if he did that?
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God. I didn't even think.
Right. They would hate him more to do that with AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. You're right. They might actually like it if it was Becky Lynch, but AJ.
Hey, look, Orton ain't got no issue RKO in a woman. He ain't got we done seen it before. He ain't got no issue to RKO a woman.
He don't.
No business touching a woman. If he comes in and they're in the ring somehow, maybe CM Punk is hurt, CM Punk is gone. He comes down there, he punts AJ Lee, leaves her laying, and just leaves her laying there in the middle of the ring and just walks out. And she's just there. And now CM Punk is like, they're going to suspend him, and CM Punk is going to be begging for him to come back. Right, I need him to come back.
So it kind of opens up to bring back mixed tag team matches. Because you can't just tease us about it once. You need to just go ahead and open it up when you got mixed tag teams, and now you have opened up intergender matches now that it's a risk. It is a risk because given the times we're living in,
right,
the idea of putting your hands on another woman is not okay.
Wow.
It's not okay. However, it's like it's a very thin and very gray line, because if if you're like me, even though I am a fan, I still understand how the business works. And I still understand that some of the wrestlers, some of them, I don't know how they personally feel about each other, but most of them, you could tell that they are cool with each other. And the one thing they said on Unreal, because just to bring this back up, Seth was wondering why tell LA Knight about his injury, right? And then Triple H was talking about, imagine if this was you and it flipped and you're in the shoes and your opponent did not know that this was a work, and all of a sudden you really, really did get hurt and threw it all off. You'd be mad as hell, right? So it just, I feel like it opens up the fact that, it's not all what we seem. No, they don't hate each other. No, it's not like, beat on women or nothing like that. It's the fact that we train with each other. We love each other. We're a family. And sometimes, what we do here is not to hurt each other, but to make each other better.
All right, Jess, I want to hear your opinion on this. Okay. Maria suggested Randy Orton take out one person. And let me know what you think. She says that if Randy Orton takes out The Miz, he will become the most popular wrestler ever in history.
I knew she was going to bring this up on me. Y'all are never going to let me live that down, are y'all, in life? Oh, yeah, Terrell, you don't know, right? America hates me because I said The Miz, and now I'm going to add Chelsea Green. Those two are the greatest heels of all time in WWE. And that's why I love them so much, because they are the greatest. What?
Out of the entire history of the WWE, Jess, you pick The Miz and Chelsea Green.
Yes, I choose the Miz and Chelsea as the greatest heels in WWE right now. See, like if y'all can see Terrell right now, he is so mad. He is disappointed in me. But I like it because Miz does put people over. Miz does put people over, and so does Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green put over, well, even though Vega was there already, Zelina, she put over Juliana. The Miz put over Carmelo Hayes, well, assisted in a way.
Wait, you ain't saying the last 15 years. You said of all time?
Of all time.
Heel, H-E-E-L. That's it. I didn't say greatest wrestler. I said heel.
You said of all time.
Of all time.
Terrell,
he's got to be on the. He's got.
Is that WWF included? Is that when they were called WWF as well? Or are we strictly sticking to WWE?
I'm staying with WWE because that's how that's as
Even
old as I can get.
2009 Orton.
Terrell, hold on.
Oh.
WWF was founded
as
the Capital Wrestling Corporation in 1953 before it became the WWF in 1963. So we are looking at a 73-year lineage of pro wrestling. And out of all 73 years, the greatest heel of all time is The Miz.
Not Piper. Not
Jake Roberts.
Not Paul Orton, not Jake Roberts.
Not
Paul
Vince
Orton
McMahon.
about to turn on Hogan. Miz. Not 2009 Orton.
Just think about his
terrorist Triple H between 03 and 05.
Not even Jerry the King Lawler. Not even Mike
Dave Schultz.
Not even Mike Adamle. And he wasn't even And he wasn't even a wrestler.
Jeff Harvey.
Jess, you missed that moment in life. They took the guy from American Gladiators.
I mean, knowing what we know now, what he was dealing with at that time, I don't hold none of that against him.
What was he dealing with?
You know, he had that tumor in his head.
Damn, I feel like
he was doing that. That's why anything that Mike Adamle did in that time frame is like null and void in my mind and in my heart because he was dealing with a brain tumor. Yes.
Yeah, I'm addicted.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
that was messing up his speech. So when he did that Jeff Harvey thing that everybody be laughing about, he literally something was wrong with him up here, man.
He probably doesn't even remember him doing that. He don't even probably remember these days.
No, he don't.
Damn.
See,
he don't.
It's just like
so
football.
That's why, I mean, I laugh at it, but it's like, that's kind of like and I have a very, very dark sense of humor. Like, I'm talking about like, midnight black sense of humor, but like, that's kind of like one of the things I kind of don't, I'll be like, he gets past that.
Can I explain myself? Look, I've seen the Rock's clip, so I know that dude was a goon. But I'm talking about the era that I decided to start watching, which is technically 2012, which is technically 2012, 2011. 2012. And what did I know? I knew The Miz. That's what I knew. I knew The Miz. Every time The Miz came out, he was the first person that got booed, and everyone hated him, like, because he was like, I deserve better. I run this company.
Man.
I am the locker leader.
Right. Like so
Jess, it's time to touch up on your wrestling history.
So
it's time.
Fernando says not even Abdullah the Butcher, not even the dirtiest play in the game, Ric Flair. Stu says heel Michael Cole was a better heel than Miz Low-Key.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that because heel Michael Cole made the Miz more obnoxious. Yeah, you wanted to see the Miz lose because you didn't want to hear Michael Cole talking shit. So I agree with that. I agree. Remember they had the coal mine?
Oh my God. Jess, you missed a whole entire generation of wrestling.
Oh my God.
Of bad wrestling at that as well, too.
Bad wrestling. Ain't that something?
Bad wrestling.
Coal mine. And then when they destroyed the coal mine at WrestleMania, they fixed it up with caution tape.
It's not my fault.
They used the anonymous Raw general manager to get Michael Cole over as a heel.
The anonymous Raw GM manager.
I mean, shit, you know what I was watching at 8 o'clock at 8, 9 years old? The Disney Channel. I was watching all the good Disney movies and Toon Disney and Cartoon Network and stuff. I knew wrestling existed, but it was just like I didn't watch it because I was just like, okay. But then I actually watched it once and I was like, oh, I got you. I get it.
Let's see. Maria says the anonymous GM was a bigger heel than The Miz.
And that turned out to be Hornswoggle.
Oh my God!
Hornswoggle was really like, hey, we need a surprise reveal. Throw Hornswoggle out there. He'll work. He'll work.
It just sounds bad. I am
not 2004 JBL. Not even 2004 JBL was deporting people from the border, bro. He was on the border deporting people, and not even him. Not even him.
Damn.
Jess.
Y'all real live is on my neck
he was really kicking Mexicans across the border.
Yeah, that's
he gave
right. That's not racist.
He gave Eddie Guerrero's mother a heart attack. What are we talking about?
Oh, looks like we lost the whole crew, did we? There goes Jess. But I can't hear them. That's not good. Hold on. Can't hear y'all. Y'all went somewhere. We can't hear y'all. Y'all went somewhere.
You went somewhere.
We went somewhere. You went somewhere. We went somewhere.
I saw you get up out of your seat. You probably got that Spectrum internet. That's probably what you got.
Oh, nah. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Nah. I was looking and I saw that the frames were dropping, missing 113 frames. I'm like, oh no. And I got a little janky internet cord. I got to stretch the cord from this room to the front, to the living room. My bad. Let me talk in turns from the studio to the green room.
That's super dial up. That's that old school.
Nah, ain't no dial up. You need to. It's always
that's the phone cord, brother.
No, it's Ethernet. It's a Cat 5 cable. But the clip broke on the end, so it just falls out. So it fell out.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with them things.
Oh, nah.
That means we've been sitting here talking too damn long, and the conversation good because y'all know I would have cut this off a half an hour ago, 32 minutes ago to be exact. But,
Jesus!
Y'all, sorry. Duct tape.
But Maria came late.
They put a whole rocket ship together with duct tape.
So I heard. 32 minutes ago to be exact. Yep, we're still there. Okay, Stu, you should be able to hear now. I work at a place that I can't name. Live on the air, but they put together things with duct tape. They sure do.
Good.
Sure, it's not good. It's not good.
I mean, we use duct tape in my class, but it's more so of projects.
I use it all the time. I got 3 rolls of duct tape in my house. Are you kidding me?
I use it too.
Duct tape.
When in doubt, right? When in doubt,
duct tape it.
So, what do you guys think of a whole as about Damian Priest? Is he stuck or is he distracted?
I got two words. Bisexual Undertaker. That's all I think about.
Why people call him bisexual?
Now, let me give you one. Look. He's always over there with that. It kills me every time he says it. I think that Damian Priest needs to sit his little hind parts down without cussing. He need to sit down. I'm still mad at him because I'm just one of those women that actually care about men and your mental health and your physical health. He is out here broken. He is the Tin Man. He walks weird. He needs to sit down and actually heal. I'm tired. I am so tired of him.
Priest. I actually don't like Damian Priest at all, man.
Really?
I'm gonna keep it a bug with you, man. He got my girl, Loyola Vice. He got her as the one. So I already don't like him as it is, man. That's pure jealousy, envy, and hate. Y'all can say I'm hating on the motherfucker. Guess what?
You greener than my scarf right now, my brother.
Absolutely. But all seriousness though, he just. It's something. It's like there's something there, but it's missing. Something missing. Some season is missing. It's like he missing a little salt and pepper in there. You got the garlic powder, the onion powder. You got a little bit of basil and thyme, but it's like there's no salt and pepper in there. He needs some salt and pepper to make him a real main eventer.
Well, he is not a salt and pepper kind of guy. My man is Puerto Riqueño.
Yeah,
and
that's adobo.
and he would use adobo. That's right, or some sazon.
My adobo, sazon. Hey, look, my whole complex. I'm like one of 3 black people in my complex. I live around a bunch of Puerto Ricans.
One of 3.
So I already know. Yes, I live in Little Rico over here, man.
Probably smell good walking by your complex. Like, oh, it's dinner time in Little Rico.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Time. Right, 8 p.m. You know that music starting. You know what's up.
Oh, I got a Puerto Rican neighbor. He be like, and my friend. He be like, beer is right there in my hand.
Oh wow, it's real. Wow,
it's real.
My neighbor is one I have a Mexican neighbor, and I have an El Salvadorian neighbor. So I get it.
I mean, the closest I have is a Belizean woman across the street, and she makes some good ass rice. Shout out to you, Miss Darla. Shout out to you.
I'll be over there every day if I was you. What you need your pipes fixed? What you need?
Hey now.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Hello.
Hey now.
I keep it a bug, man. I keep it 100.
Y'all are so easy. Y'all are so easy. That's all it takes for me to do.
We're simple creatures.
Make some very seasoned rice. Oh, that's all I need to get a man. I bet I got y'all. No problem.
Me? Yes.
He said me. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. You make some food. Shoot. I'll be there with my Xbox and PlayStation 5.
Yo.
See, that's real. He done moved in now.
I think that Damian Priest winning the Royal Rumble, would that be the thing that he needs?
Damian Priest shouldn't even be touching the Royal Rumble. Are you kidding me? I don't want to see that man in the Royal Rumble.
I don't want him winning that either. I stand 10 toes down about. I need his exit for a while to be very graceful, because I truly do think he needs some time off. I just do. I really do. As a woman, I do care about men, even though people think I don't. I care. So when I see talent get hurt, it does bother me, because I'm like, dang, man. Like, you really got to take care of yourself. I don't want you to go. You know what I'm saying? This is your livelihood. I want you to get paid. I want you to eat. But the only way that's going to work is if you take time for yourself and heal.
Let's look at the poll. And Maria says that Braun Breaker's win the Royal Rumble. Maria,
I absolutely 100% agree with that.
We'll be talking about the Royal Rumble in full on Friday. In full. And we're going to tear it apart at 12 o'clock noon. Tear it apart. Nothing left. But the poll says this. Who feels more desperate coming out of Saturday night's main event?
Ooh.
Here's what we have. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, or Randy Orton. We have an
Orton.
We have an other. Who do you guys think is the most desperate?
Randy. Because of how I'm just thinking about the end of the match. I'm going straightly off of the end of the match of how he tried to break it up when Sami pinned Damian. He did try to get himself back into that ring to try to, break it up. I think Randy truly is low-key is tired of being underlooked, even though we know he's a star. We know who Randy Orton is. But probably in his mind, he's like, dang, bro, I ain't been doing nothing. Like, I'm the Viper. I need to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Viper's hungry, and I gotta be outside, bro.
Everybody's saying it's Randy Orton. Right now, Randy Orton is leading the pack.
I give everybody in the chat one that I think everybody overlooking.
Who?
It's Trick Willie.
He's the most desperate?
You think he's desperate?
Yeah.
Why?
He's not like like, oh, I'm desperate. It's more of a calm, confident, a cocky desperate. Like, he's trying to prove himself that he belongs with the main event guys, with the top guys in the business. And that's why he's been going out there, interrupting the top guys, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, mixing up with Damian Priest. Like, he's desperate not only to prove himself that he is a main eventer, because he wants to be a main eventer and he feels like he can be a main eventer, but also, you got to also stay there. And I think he's desperate enough. And I think, storyline wise, him having a great showing at the Fatal 4-Way coming up short makes him extremely desperate to get the goal that he wants.
Yeah, because he's a yapper like me. And when a yapper loses, it's not okay, because he was talking a lot of trash. You know what I'm saying? And you lose. Oh, man.
Desperate.
I think the most desperate is Drew McIntyre, and nobody voted for him.
Well, for career-wise, yeah, because I'm like, if you don't have a good run now, I don't think you're going to have a good run again.
I would say
they're going to drop him down, and all of a sudden he's going to be in tag team matches with random people.
I think that Drew McIntyre is the most desperate right now because, like Terrell said, he's won, and you said just that he's had 17 opportunities in order to get to where he is now. Mm-hmm. That he was the champion during the COVID era. That's what Terrell said, and I agree. He was the champion during the COVID era, had nobody cheer for him. He was the champion for 15 seconds, and then Damian Priest came and took it for him. Yep, I think
the return of CM Punk, which, okay, so I could see the whole CM Punk story there for Drew as well.
I think that Drew McIntyre, his actions last night was to let everybody know, you know what? He's a small dog who's barking very loudly, respectfully, so that you know that you don't want to come over next to him because you might get bit. You're not sure. You're not sure. So he made an example by going for the two. You did Jacob Fatu. You did Jacob Fatu. You got problems, and you did Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is crazy. You went for the quarterback. Look, man, maybe you might just want to wait till Drew McIntyre's not the champion anymore and just go try somebody else.
Maybe. I don't see the problem. All right, so what are your final thoughts here, Trish?
My final thoughts is that I can't wait to get to the Royal Rumble so that we can talk about it. But my final thought is that when you strip the show down, one thing is clear. I think that Cody is spiraling because he doesn't have the thing that centers him. Jacob Fatu, pure destruction. Just because. Drew McIntyre, he's calculating and daring somebody to step up. Rhea Ripley, she makes championships matter. AJ Styles reminded us that respect still has value even when the end is closer to the beginning. Sami Zayn, he believes. Randy Orton is frustrated. Trick Williams is arriving. And that's what Saturday night's main event is now. It's not nostalgia. It's not comfort. It's not WWE forcing people into situations they can't escape cleanly. The road to the Royal Rumble isn't about who is ready. It's about who survives the chaos long enough to get to WrestleMania. That's what I think. Well then. That was Saturday night's main event. Don't have much us to say. We beat the hell out of it today. Give me a call, 973-826-0101. Send me an email, TristanWallShowMedia@gmail.com. Check out the website, 830mg.com. We do websites and a bunch of other things for you. For more on Tyrell, check out From the Nosebleed Show here on YouTube. You're going to be able to find a link in the description when I put it in there. Tyrell, Jess, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And I'll see you next time. We'll be back tomorrow. More Tristan Law Show.